I want to tell you a little story about Southwest Airlines. It goes a little something like this. I had a flight from Columbus to Chicago Midway, and that flight was canceled. Shouldn't have been canceled, but it was. I arrive at the ticket counter in Cleveland. The representative begins to tell me that the flight to Chicago was canceled. Therefore, I have to rebook. So he goes on his little computer and starts typing away. And in the process of typing, he comes back to me and says, I can get you on a flight standby to Chicago. Now, I can get you on that flight, but the only problem is it leaves in 30 minutes. So you have to run through security, get through security, and make your way to the gate. No problem. I can do that. I have TSA pre. So I run through security, get to the gate. They haven't boarded the flight yet. I asked the flight attendant, by the way, am I going to make this flight? She begins to tell me, there are a bunch of people waiting for standby, but I'm number 3 in line. So I do what I do best, and I try and flirt with her. I tell her, I like her earrings, she has very pretty eyes, whatever else comes to mind. Usually it works. She was smiling, so therefore it was a success. Well, time to call standby passengers. I'm the first one called. So she says, Craig Belowski. And I said, that's me. She said, okay, you're going to get on this flight. The girl next to her says, I've got your boarding pass, sir. Here you go. I said, does anyone need to see my ID? She said to me, no, you're good to go. Just go ahead on the flight. Have a safe flight. And here's when the fun starts. I go down the jet bridge after giving my ticket to the gate agent. I get stopped by the same gate agent. Sir, you need to come back with me now. Okay? Do I need my bag? Because I just checked it. No, sir, you come with me. So we walk back up the jet bridge. We get back to the girl. She's standing there. Looked like she had smoke coming out of her ears. Are you Phil McNeil, sir? No, ma'am, I am not. Why would you ask me if I'm Phil McNeil? She's like, well, you lied to me. When I handed you that boarding pass, you told me that you were Phil McNeil. And you tried to get on this flight erroneously. Nope, not me. I told you my name was Craig. I asked you if you needed my ID. You said no. Therefore, I did not lie to you. I did not say I was Phil. Well, you need to come with me right away. So we walk back over to the ticket counter. She then takes the ticket that the gate agent gave back to her, tears it up in front of me, and says, well, now you're not getting on this flight at all. She then gets on the PA and calls Phil McNeil to the gate. There is no Phil McNeil, or if he is Phil McNeil, he did not come to the gate. So she looks at the list. My name would be next. She skips it and proceeds to call this girl Michelle. At that point, I said, whoa, hold on a second. I said, don't you need to call A-list standby passengers before you call standby passengers that are not A-list? She says, normally, yes. She said, but given the circumstance and the fact that I've rebooked you, sir, on a flight at 6 p.m. that leaves here to Chicago, getting in at 6:35 p.m., and then you have a flight that'll take you to Newark, leaving at 11, getting you in at 1 a.m. I booked you on that, so I'm going to put her on standby on this flight. I said, I don't want to leave at 6 in 4 hours. I want to get on to Chicago now, and I want to get on my original Newark flight, getting me in at 9:30. She said, I can't do that. The other agent, whom I flirted with earlier, said, yes, you can, and you will get him on that flight. So she tore up Michelle's boarding pass and then went ahead and reprinted mine, getting me on the earlier flight to Chicago. Whew! That was tough. I asked my new friend, what about my connection from Chicago to Newark? She said to me, don't worry, when you get to Chicago, they'll reprint your Newark boarding pass for you there. It's not a problem. They'll take care of it in Chicago. So I boarded the flight. Of course, I was skeptical, making sure that she didn't accuse me of pretending to be Michelle this time, or, coming back as Phil McNeil. But I got on the flight, and I made it to Chicago. When I get to Chicago, I look on my phone. I have no connecting flight anymore to New Jersey. I'm stuck in Chicago. I went up to a gate agent. I told them the situation. Luckily, this girl knew what she was doing, and she got me back on my original flight from Chicago to Newark. But boy, oh boy, this was some experience. And that lady from Southwest, she deserved the Asshole of the Year award. I hope there's some way, somehow, somebody finds out who she is, and they can actually give her that award. She worked in Columbus. She was a gate agent. Didn't smile. Not pretty sure she even had teeth, because I never saw her smile. Probably was teethless. Lucky guy if she has one, if she doesn't have any teeth. That's it.